What's up YouTube, Alex Toy Reviews here, back again with another advertiser-friendly, perfectly monetizable video for the whole family to enjoy. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Mattel's new baby secret. She whispers, just to you.
This video might be offensive.
Her lips really move.
YouTube cannot stop me now.
It's almost unbelievable. Get Mattel's new baby secret, so you can have fun keeping secrets together.
Subscribe for more edgy videos. So, here we are again. Sorry for the wait, guys, but hey, at least I didn't vanish for a full month this time. But no, this is not Offensive Streetwear number 3, but this is part 2 to a video I did a few months ago titled Offensive T-shirts that were removed and or pulled from stores. If you haven't seen that yet, I will put a link to it at the end of this video. Also, Offensive Streetwear part 3 drops this Sunday, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But before we get started with this list, a lot of you have been saying that you have already used the discount code ZEVALLOS10 on Minimal's website and want another code because it doesn't work more than once. Well, here it is. New code AlexXmas. Make sure to use it at checkout to receive a discount. Also, if you want to receive it before Christmas, you will need to expedite shipping given the date today, which is December 20th at the time of this recording. Items I would recommend are the vintage cargo pants, which I now have 2 pairs of, as well as the belts, which are only $10, which is very, very affordable. Links to the items shown on the screen right here will be in the description below, and I will also provide sizing information as well. But if you have any questions regarding sizing, make sure to DM me on Instagram. First on this list is a t-shirt from Nike with the words Boston Massacre printed on the front and blood splatter on the Boston writing. The phrase references a 4-game sweep of the Red Sox by the Yankees all the way back in 1978. Now, these old shirts continue to be sold at Nike factory outlet stores until uninformed shoppers got offended in 2013 when they mistook the reference as being related to the Boston Marathon bombings. Regardless of the context, the social media outrage was raining down on Nike, and well, like most big corporations, they caved in, and they discontinued selling the t-shirt. They also issued an apology, but in all honesty, considering the context that has been given already, the apology seems kind of unnecessary. And funny enough, Nike's longtime rival Adidas started to sell Boston Stands as One t-shirts, with the proceeds going to the Fund Boston relief effort. Nice move, Adidas. Very, very nice. Next on this list, we have t-shirts from repeat offender Forever 21. This time it was graphic t-shirts for young boys with the sayings, "Sorry ladies, I only date models," and "Chicks are all over me," which released in 2016. As per usual, Twitter users were outraged and expressed their disgust with the collection of shirts, saying that they reinforce harmful stereotypes and are sexual and inappropriate. Christia Spears, professor of psychology from the University of Kentucky and author of a book titled Parenting, Beyond Pink and Blue, How to Raise Your Kids Free of Gender Stereotypes. That is a long book title. She was quoted saying, "It is completely inappropriate for companies to sell those shirts to young boys. Even I am pretty shocked by those, and little shock me these days." Followed by, "It reinforces a harmful stereotype about boys that says their value and worth is dependent on how many girls or women they can conquer." And you guessed it, Forever 21 did the usual, "Oh my god, we are so sorry," and pulled the t-shirts off of their retail store shelves and website. And what's really funny is, like, growing up, I remember stores like Target, Walmart, Kmart, Spencer's even, all pretty much sold shirts exactly like this, and nobody ever really made that big of a fuss. I don't think any of those shirts were ever pulled from any of those stores. But anyway, I digress. Next on this list, we have a crew neck sweatshirt released by Revolve and LPA earlier this year that had "Being fat isn't beautiful, it's an excuse," printed across the front, and the item was also being worn by a thin model, which made people even angrier. The $190 sweatshirt was part of a campaign that actually featured 5 other crew necks with different sayings, each being statements that were made towards various celebrities and models. This whole ordeal is very similar to Diesel's Hate Couture collection that we discussed on Offensive Streetwear number 2, where essentially they put mean things that were said to various groups of people, and were trying to embrace the foul comments and turn it into something empowering. But just like with Diesel's collection, Revolve and LPA's line was also mistook as an offensive statement made about people's appearances. Naturally, the brands were hit with a barrage of angry tweets and social media posts demanding that the brand remove the article of clothing from their website and that they were #cancelled. LPA and Revolve both released statements on Instagram elaborating on the meaning behind the collection, and even claimed the proceeds were going to benefit the Girls Right Now charity. Ultimately, though, they ended up pulling the product off their website and canceling the line entirely before its actual release. However, in an attempt to save face, Revolve still ended up donating $20,000 to the charity that was originally going to benefit from the campaign in the first place. Next up on this list is a shirt released by Abercrombie back in 2013 that had #more boyfriends than TS written on it. And I know some of you might be thinking, there is no way anyone took offense to this, that would just be dumb, but you would be wrong. Taylor's fan base, better known as the Swifties, were absolutely livid upon seeing this tee, claiming that the shirt was slut-shaming, and man oh man, did they go above and beyond the usual angry tweets and Facebook posts. They made online petitions, uploaded angry YouTube rants, and they even went as far to call and harass Abercrombie's corporate offices. It got so bad that Abercrombie decided to remove the shirt from stores, and they even left this automated voicemail letting callers know that the product would no longer be available.
Thank you for calling Abercrombie & Fitch Public Relations. If you are calling regarding the Taylor Swift t-shirt, please note that this is no longer available. Thanks.
Although for some, that wasn't enough.
I heard that the Taylor Swift t-shirt is no longer available, but I'm still going to call and let you know my opinion on this matter. I think that this t-shirt was a huge waste of production. It is the most childish thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
The funny thing about this whole situation is that 10 years prior to this shirt being produced, Taylor Swift was actually a model in an Abercrombie campaign called Rising Stars. Lastly, we have a shirt priced for $100 that was sold at Urban Outfitters by a brand named Woodwood, and it was dubbed the Kellogg tee. The reason this t-shirt had the Anti-Defamation League up in arms was due to a star resembling the Star of David being placed on the left breast pocket of the tee, which harkens back to the 1930s and 40s when the Nazis forced Jews to wear something similar as a way to identify them. Barry Morrison, the regional director of the Anti-Defamation League, released this statement to the CEO of Urban Outfitters. "We find this use of symbolism to be extremely distasteful, offensive, and are outraged your company would make this product available to your customers." The Danish brand Woodwood also released a statement saying, "As some of you are aware, several news sites have been writing about our Kellogg shirt, which features an image of a 6-pointed star, allegedly similar to the yellow badge Jews were ordered to wear by the German Nazis. First of all, the graphic is not the Star of David, and I can assure you that this is in no way a reference. The graphic came from working with patchwork and geometric patterns for our spring-summer collection State of Mind. However, when we received the prototype of this particular style, we did recognize the resemblance, which is why we decided not to include the star patch on the final production shirt." And then they essentially just go on saying that Urban Outfitters had an early picture of the shirt, and then that is why it still had the patch. And ultimately they ended up pulling the variant that had the star patch and ended up just selling a plain yellow shirt with a pocket on it. But I do find it interesting that a brand representative said that their team ultimately thought that it could be confused for that, but kind of sort of, ended up doing a full photo shoot for Urban Outfitters with the tee. So that's the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Were any of these items offensive and worthy of being removed from stores, or were they overreactions by today's more sensitive Western populace? Also, do you think any of these brands intentionally tried to offend people, or were some of them just misunderstandings? Also, I do plan on making more of these and potentially 2 more offensive streetwear videos, so make sure to stay tuned for that. This outro portion's actually being filmed the same day this video is releasing. I'm kind of late on my whole upload schedule due to personal issues, but back on track now, so yeah, I won't disappear in 2019 like I did at the start of 2018. Follow me on Instagram so we can laugh at stupid memes, and don't forget to try out the new code on Minimal's website. And yeah, I mean, I hope all of you had a really good holiday season. I hope you got what you wanted. I hope you had a good time with your family. And yeah, there's not really that much more left to say. Peace out, YouTube.